What's happening, man? What's happening, man? I'm bored as hell. I'm looking at some things, you know what I'm talking about? I want to come on here, man. Shit, I was looking at some streams and shit like that, man. I'm like, man, you know what? Triple Black, man, go back on your own shit. You know, give some game. No, I ain't finna give no game, man. Shout out to the whole manosphere, man. Shout out to everybody just in the manosphere in general. Yeah, man. Anyways, man, hit hit the cash app or something like that, man. Really fuck with your boy, and you like the information that I put. I'm just gonna come on here, man, for a little bit, and I haven't been on here. I need to trick the algorithm. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Big Cuda. Shout out to Angry Man. Shout out to Prince P. Shout out to Pastor $40. Shout out to all those cats, man. I'm back in the building for a minute. Y'all. Y'all. You already know. Go ahead and hit the like button. It's gonna be short and sweet. Um, man, I tell you what, man, for the last it's been a while, man. I've had like extreme like writer's block kind of. You know, normally, man, I mean, like, man, you know what, man? Let me get on here, man, and go ahead and mash on the gas on everybody. You hear me? And but lately, I just been like, God dang, I'm not really feeling it. But it's all good, man. People listening for the clouds and stuff. Hey, um, man, but this article, man, because I be going on like I be going on spaces like some different spaces, like some streaming spaces and stuff like that. I also be going on TikTok and stuff like that. What I found out about myself, as a I'm not gonna call myself a content creator. It's like the only thing is I just have to jump in the I gotta jump in the pot. Once I jump in the pot, things get to flowing. I just start talking, start riffing and shit like that. Then I'm off to the races and stuff. But it's hard to get there. It's hard to get there. Um, I mean, I got a fully monetized channel. I could say fuck it. Let me just go ahead and do my thing, on this one stream. But I got a little show that I do with my player partner. Shout out to Big Dream Sports, man. Make sure you guys check that out. He's on YouTube, he's on Facebook and everything like that. Check that out. We do a little sports show. It's called Big Dream Sports. We be talking on there, man. We be talking. We don't be talking the type of shit I'd be talking on my shit. Um, and Man, you know what? These last couple of years, man, these last 3 years being part, I guess, of this red pill shit has really, really, really opened up my eyes. You know, I got a lot of disdain. I'm not even gonna front, man. I got a lot of disdain for women. I'm almost essentially disgusted. But it made me realize the woman that I did have, the mother of my child, my ex-wife and shit like that. She wasn't as bad as I thought she was. She was not as bad. She is not as bad. Babe, if you hear this shit, I don't even know if you stop my fucking page and shit like that, man. You're not as bad as I thought you was. Compared to some of the delusional shit. I mean, she had her fucking faults, but what's going on right here is crazy, boy. But listening to that article, like people doing content on that article and stuff like that, uh, made me kind of like not. It didn't really. I'm not gonna say it's like this big ass discovery, but it was kind of like, God damn, boy, a bitch ain't got nothing to fucking say. other than shaming a motherfucker and gaslighting a motherfucker, right? And if a dude really take heed to that shit and you really play on some using the game towards your advantage, man. Cupcaking and simping or brown nosing, all that type of shit, man, is highly effective because a lot of these women's behavior, um, I mean, it's so unruly, so just just counterproductive, just kind of just terrible that any validation that you really give them really works. That's why you have hoe ass. I'm sorry. That's why you have like these pandering ass niggas that be on these fucking spaces. You know what I'm saying? Just shaming niggas, shaming niggas. I mean, you can. I mean, I can go to my YouTube page right now, and you go and you'll see a whole bunch of dudes just trying to shame the hell out of dudes. And then the one white dude wrote an article which has been going viral um, about male loneliness, and the article was talking about how men are as lonely as they've been in a long time. Like I guess the rise of male loneliness is 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 hitting like epic proportions or some shit like that. I don't even know what the whole premise of it is, but it's making a lot of women happy. It's making a lot of women happy as fuck. They want to hear this shit. They want to hear that men are suffering, men are unhappy without them. And shout out to Angry Man. Shout out to Angry Man. Um, Angry Man had made a podcast the other day, and he did talk about, and I've said this shit a long time ago about how women. One of the things is they like when men have fun is very threatening. It's very threatening, especially if men have fun without them. That's why they get so fucking mad when when men go out, with their homeboys and shit like that, and they have fun. And when I was married and shit, one strategy that you always have to use, especially if you have a significant other, is if you do go out and you get a chance to do shit by yourself, and she asks you, because the reason that she asks you is she wants to know if you had. She don't really give a fuck if you had fun. The answer that she wants to know is that she has some type of control on that. So what you do is you just say, hey, you know what? It would have been more fun if you would have been there. I didn't have enough fun. I was missing you and shit like that. They want to hear that type of shit, even though you might have had a blast. But they don't want to hear that. They want to hear that. They don't want to hear that you had fun without them. It's a control thing, is a lot of women understand that they're really not that interesting. Men are really not interested in women other than their pussy. That's the only redeeming quality a lot of women have. One, two, three, four, five, six. They're only it's a only redeeming quality they have is a fucking pussy. You know what I'm saying? Without they fucking pussy, a lot of them would be up shit's creek without a paddle. And that is the truth about it. Now, do we need them? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, we need them. Now, do we need them? Are they a I mean, when I say need, do we want them? Yes. Do we need them? No. Do they need us? That's very subjective. A lot of women can live in a state of chaos. They can live in a state of just unhappiness. That's why how like they say God never gives you nothing you can handle. Um, Imagine, with a man, right? Imagine with men, if they gave you at least a week every year, I mean, like every week, I mean, every month, there's a week that you're going to feel like dog shit. You're going to be irritable. You're going to be bleeding. You're going to be sick. You're going to be cramping. You're going to be doing all this bullshit. Imagine if that shit happened to you every fucking month. For men, that shit would be, but for women, that's fucking normal. Gotta understand is normal behavior. I mean, like normal occurrences like cramps, just, you know, feeling irritable, PMSing and shit like that. That's a fucking normal occurrence for them. Drama, that's why they love like drama shit. They look like, for instance, think about the 50 shades of gray. You got toxic ass motherfucker beating the fuck out of them. They crave that shit. With men, we don't really crave that shit. You know, that's why men can survive solidarity. That's why men can survive out in the wilderness. That's why men love fishing. That's why men love doing shit by them fucking selves. You know what I'm saying? That's why men love that shit. So when it comes to loneliness, a lot of times that's not really it's not really a negative when you really think about it. I ain't got no listeners right now, but you guys got to really soak this shit in. Um, a man's existence and a woman's existence is completely different. Um, Men can still be great and still not be social. You feel me? Because we are we're just we're just wired different. A lot of times, even if we're not social, we can still make a difference. If you look at like people like Jeff Bezos hadn't have been, he couldn't have been that social. He couldn't. He probably was socially awkward, lived in his garage and stuff like that. But he makes Amazon now. He's the richest person in the fucking world. If you look at Bill Gates, if you look at Steve Jobs, if you look at all these top guys that had made a real difference in the world. If you look at some of these doctors that and all this type of stuff, they're introverted, they're lonely or whatever, but they have some type of purpose which makes them great. Now, of course, something like that article um, has a tidbit of gaslighting in it, which is the modern woman's formula to be able to get attention. It's just a formula that they use to get attention. Shaming is a formula that they use to absolve themselves of any accountability, which is normal. I mean, the thing about it is, if you really analyze the fuck shit that women on a daily basis think about, um, man, you're gonna jump off a fucking bridge. But one of the things is that I've noticed that um, that you, as a man right now, I mean, especially if you choose to go on some of these spaces and you choose to go on you choose to go on these like platforms, you choose to go on that, and you really express yourself of how you feel as a man. It's definitely, a lot of people are going to have a lot of disdain for you. A lot of people are going to have a lot of vitriol for you. Male thinking is very shunned. Um, but and I was having a conversation with my nephew the other day, like a couple of days ago. He has a significant other, and then he has a daughter. He has a daughter and stuff like that. Um, and I told him, man, listen, and you got to understand um, about how females were brought up, especially in the last 150 years or whatever. I mean, it goes back. I mean, you got kings and queens and shit like that, but you also have, these feminist ideas that resonate with a lot of women. You know, it's not necessarily propaganda, but it is kind of, well, it's not really propaganda because they have this notion, and men have created this notion because of modernized society, that they can do no wrong. They've grown up their whole life being told that they were princesses and stuff like that. So if you're a princess, if you're a queen and all this type of shit, Mother Earth, God, whatever, why the hell would you ever lose an argument? When somebody tell you the sky is blue and you look at the sky and you say it's blue, you can still argue that the sky ain't fucking blue, and somebody's gonna believe you. You know what I'm saying? When you hold the key to to life, supposedly, men give life, but if you kind of hold the key to what traditional life is, not traditional life, but like you can make a damn choice. Of course, I mean, the thing about it is, we all know, your mama know, your daddy know, everybody know that women have terrorists, like a terrorist disposition. Um, it's not bashing. It's just one of those. It's just one of those quirks that you can't help. If they give you any type of power, um, you have the propensity to abuse it. It's just in your nature, and that's the thing about the red pill. Is like when you understand their nature, you almost can't really get mad at them. You really can't get mad. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, somebody like me, Triple Black, I go at motherfuckers' heads. I tell the fucking truth. But you can't really tell the truth, though. That's the fucking thing. You really can't fucking tell the goddamn truth. 'Cause if you tell the goddamn truth, boy, man, your ass gonna get boy, you gonna get everything. You hear me? Ain't put no hashtags on that shit. But one thing about this YouTube shit that that I'm really starting to understand is you know, with success it comes a lot. You feel me? It comes a lot. Especially when realness and genuine, you know, just being genuine and just being, a solid motherfucker, boy. You're gonna get respect on the back end. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get respect on the back end, but on the front end, yeah, you're gonna go through it, man. You're gonna go through it. Um, you're gonna go through it, and you gotta be grounded from a certain perspective. I mean, not a certain perspective. You just gotta be grounded as an individual. You gotta be able to take heat. You gotta be able to be objective. You gotta you gotta be able to embrace your flaws. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to sift through the shit. You know, and one of my favorite flaws is I'm supremely confident at what the fuck I say, what the fuck I do. Shit, I might be heavy-handed. I'm one track mind. Like, bitch, hey, listen, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You can't tell me nothing. But when you have that type of mentality, you got to understand, man. Not everybody is going to see it your way. You're going like the sun is going to shine again. You hear me? The sun will shine again. That's what my man. Shout out to Radar, man. Shout out to Radar. That's my nigga, man. Hey, the sun's going to shine again. Um, But the thing about it that seeps through is when you're a solid dude. You're a solid dude. You're a solid cat. You know, you spit the game. Um, it is what it is. Um, one of the things that really not that I kind of regret that a lot of times I never took a lot of this. I mean, I just never haven't taken anything serious in life. You hear me? I've kind of almost did things, not on the fly, but just kind of just like off the strength of whatever I wanted to give to it. You know, it ain't never been like, man, you know what? Let me go ahead and put all my all into this. When I played sports and stuff, man, I mean, not to say, I mean, I wasn't a raw nigga. Yeah, I was a raw nigga, I mean, but I put very little effort into any of those things. When I played sports and stuff, people would tell me, hey, you know what, man, you did this or you did that, but I never really believed it, man. Whatever. You my partner told me, man, he was like, man, he's like, we did a little podcast and stuff. He's like, man, you get me amped up, you get me like, you get me whatever, when you get on your shit and when you really focus and stuff like that. Yeah, you really, what I'm saying, you really can move the needle. You really got some talent in it. It's not that I don't believe it. It just don't. It's one of those things, man. It don't move me. I remember when I first thought about doing a podcast, and I used to do little skits and shit like that on YouTube. Not YouTube, but what you call it? Facebook, Instagram, and all this type of stuff. I used to do like little skits and shit. They were funny and shit, but I never took it serious. And then, you look 5 years later, man, there's people doing the same shit, man. I'm like, God damn, boy. Hey, your boy, your boy could have been in the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? You could have been in the mainstream. And like, I gotta like do like little shit to motivate myself. I'm like, man, god damn, boy, let me spend an hour on TikTok. Let me spend an hour on this. Let me do this. Uh, you know, um, damn, boy, it's hard to be motivated, man. It's hard to be motivated, especially when you be the first person to jump out you just said jump off the porch and do shit. I mean, be hard mode, be motivated. I look back, a couple years back, just talking like years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you know, Under my group of friends. I was one of the first people to start hustling. Hey, but that shit got old real fast. And then you got fast forward 15 years later, you seen some of the heavyweights and shit like that. Like, God damn, boy, man, I was way ahead of my time. But it never, shit don't move me, man. Shit don't fucking move me. The money didn't never move me. The clout didn't ever move me. None of that shit ever moved me, man. It's like it's one of those things, man. That's why it's so important to find your purpose. When you find your purpose, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna come all together, man. The stars are gonna align. You just gonna, you're gonna wake up every day with a purpose. Until you get to that, man. Sometimes people don't get to their purpose, for 40, 50 years old. Look at Kevin Samuels, man. I'm not gonna say he gave me inspiration, but the cat, was doing all this type of shit, for years. He hit his stride. Sometimes it's a 4 or 5 year window, but you got to stay focused. Um, you know, being down bad, being kind of like, in a space to where, you're not really depressed, but you're kind of like, you're kind of wounded. I mean, I don't know what the right word is to use. You're not really focused. Okay, not really focused. You're kind of almost going through life, and then you're looking at you know, your peers and shit like that, man. And then you wake up sometimes and you're like, man, god damn, I thought I was down bad, but I'm not really down that bad. You feel me? Maybe matter of fact, I'm lucky as hell. You know, I'm lucky as hell. Sometimes I gotta give myself credit, but I don't get myself too much credit because you know it could have been a whole lot worse. And when you look at your circumstances, you know, and especially the last 10 years and shit, last 15 years, man, I mean, there's some losses that I took. You hear me? I'm talking about not on a material basis, man, because that shit come back easy. You know, it comes back easy. I'm just talking about losses, life losses. You hear me? And damn, boy. Now, like when I put that shit in perspective, I'm like, man, you know what? Shit, that shit was small things to a giant, man. But damn, boy, a lot of people would have fucking folded their tent. A lot of people would have, you know, couldn't have handled this shit. You know, I handled this shit. I might have not handled it like a G all the damn time, but you know, I fucking handled this shit. I still got a long way to go. You feel me? It's not like I got some serious war wounds and shit. Um, I don't know. You know, I really don't even know. The shit can go way deeper than I really think. But I think for the most part, some of the trauma, you know, that I went through, you know, it might not been on some, you know, some shit like, you know, you being locked up in a box, you doing this, you having your freedom token and shit like that. You know, that's some type of trauma that I've never ever had to deal with. And knock on wood, I mean, I never really, you know, exposed myself to even have that type of trauma. You know, uh, the type of trauma that happened to me is just some shit that just that was called life. You hear me? It was called life. You know, some of it was self-inflicted, but damn, it was called life. You know, you got people that got real beef out here, and you know, they catching cases and all this type of shit. But lucky for me, I ain't never been close to nobody. I ain't never really, you know, I ain't never been, you know, out there like that and being real flawed about nothing. You know, there might be some people that hate me, but I ain't got no people that got real pressure with me like that. You hear me? Nah, I never had, you know, people that had like a lot of pressure with me. But it's just one of those things, man. Um, like, you know, it's been, you know, the type of trauma that I've faced is just life. You know, it's just life. You know, some of the type of trauma that I face, man, like people have been facing it their whole life. You know, they woke up one day, shit, they ain't have no mama, they ain't have no daddy, they ain't have no wife, they ain't have no um they ain't have no, you know, kids or anything like that. They was just out here by themselves and shit. You know, there's a you know, thank God, man, there's like people under the bridge right now, you know, that had, you know, the all the fruits of life, and one day they woke up, it was all gone, you know. It was all gone. Um the the thing I like about myself is you know, back in my mind, just in my mind in general, I realize, man, the world is my oyster. Anytime I want to open that bitch up and shuck it, is right there. You know what I'm saying? There's no limitation. There's no victim. There's no victim or whatever. Um, it is what it is, man. You know, some people progress to life a little bit slower. You know, I can mash the gas and get to a destination if I wanted to. You know, there's still got to be a lot of shit that I unlearn to get to that destination, but I can do it. I know I can do it. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. You know. Mm. Sometimes got to sit back and find your purpose. It's not necessarily being lonely. That's your purpose. But anyways, man. Ain't nobody, man. Make sure y'all hit the fucking the light thing. Um, it's it's amazing. I'm truly blessed, man. You know, I got a YouTube page. Not even, I mean, I don't go on that much. I mean, I know what the formula is. You know, it's fully monetized. I mean, I talk a lot of shit. You know, maybe I don't come up on people's news feeds and all this type of shit, but I'm a raw nigga. Hey, if you look at, you know what I'm saying? If you look at my subscriber shit, I'm like, God damn, boy, I just got my, I mean, I ain't got my fucking like, I don't got my foot on the pedal, but you know, hey, I got my foot on people's necks and shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, I didn't say life is good, um, but life is kind of, um, it's kind of good when really sit back and analyze shit and things put things in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Shit, all I gotta do is just match the gas a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can, you know, progress very fast. Um, you know, I've been hard on myself. You know, I'm like looking around. I'm like, God damn, bro. I'm still in the churning lane though. I'm still in the churning lane. You know, um, I'm in the straight and narrow. You hear me? I don't, you know, I stay out the way. I don't fuck with nobody. I don't got no pressure with nobody. I really don't fuck with nobody. That's what it is. I stay the fuck out the way. I stay the fuck out the way, and I know I'm the type of dude that I need to stay out the way because I mean I mean I have zero tolerance. You know, um, I'm a zero tolerance. You know, it's not like I'm a big stepper, but I got a big stepper mentality. You know, um, I got a big stepper mentality, and you know, and I keep my, you know, I just keep. I mean, I stay out the way because I know the way I'm built. That you know, if anybody get in my way, they're gonna get the whole thing. Yeah, man. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get the fucking whole thing. I don't fuck around. You know, I don't fuck around. I mean, I stay to myself. I stay humble. I stay I stay doing what I do. Um, love my, you know, I love my people. I mean, I'm loyal. I don't. I mean, I just stay out the way. You know, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. I fuck with you 1,000, and you fucking know I fuck with you 1,000. Um, I'm not worried about what another motherfucker got in their life, except for one thing. It's my little boy. My little boy. That's the only thing I'm worried about. And you know what I'm saying? Anybody else? You know, my sisters and all this type of stuff. Yeah, you know, my sisters, my nephews. Yeah, I fuck with you. If you family, you know, my homies. You know, some of you, my homies are family. You know, there's a select few. You know, but everybody else, man, fuck you. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I ain't got no disdain for you, but you know, if you in the way, bitch, fuck you. Yeah. Anyways, man, pray for your boy. I'm gonna pray for y'all. Um, man, I don't even know. God damn, boy. Be hungry as hell, boy. Nigga, play. Nah, I mean, these YouTube spaces, man, is very unique, man. Uh, I really, I really wish I was more consistent on this stuff, man. I really wish I was more consistent on this. I really wish that I had a passion for it. You know, I really wish it wasn't out of boredom. You know, um, you know, I think this would have been more of a saving grace for me if my back was. I mean, when my back was against the wall and I was really getting into it. My back hasn't been against the wall for a while. I've kind of almost kind of been skirting, not skirting life. No, I'm just saying I don't live like that. I mean, I ain't no big stepper like that. I just kind of just been, you know, I want to say vibing. It's just been kind of just, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. You know, what's happening? Well, yeah, whatever. But it's gonna get to it, man. Tomorrow I'm doing a show, man. Big Dream Sports, man. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube. We're gonna do a coach's interview and stuff like that. We're gonna talk about some sports, which is really my wheelhouse. That's really my wheelhouse right there. But man, leave a comment. Leave a comment, man. Fuck with your boy. Yeah, Triple Black, Burner Turner, 33. If you know what that goddamn reference is, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I run the ball downhill. Downhill. You know what I'm saying? One cut. One cut. One cut. Yeah, hot. Yeah. Anyways. Dog. Yeah. We 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 doing it, man. Man, shout out to everybody out there, man. For real, man. I'm about to get up out of this bit. Man, y'all niggas stop flagging out here, man. Hating on the passport bros, man. Defending these hoes and shit like that, man. Y'all niggas running amok out here, man. Y'all fucking muck. What the fuck happened to y'all niggas, man? Mm-hmm. Man, we need to get back to the real niggas, man. Shout out to Prince P, man. Me and Pastor $40, Prince P, man, we chopped it up man. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna make a phone call to the man. The man got to bring out this fucking list. You know what I'm saying, to get back at you, ragged ass hoes. Ragged ass hoes. Mr. Man need to come back and start applying pressure to you, ragged ass hoes. That nigga was. That nigga was applying pressure. That nigga was applying so much pressure, dog. So much pressure, man. But when you listen to this shit, man, it's going to resonate on some level, you know. This is freestyle. You feel me? This is freestyle. You know, I got an extra clip. You know, when it comes to interviewing people and talking about dope content and having a care. I mean, what's the name? Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Triple Black on that rose. You know how it be. It'll be chill, solid. Yeah. Anyways, man, let me get up out of here, man. Holla at you, boy.